Yeah, yeah, yeah. Do 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 do. Hello there. How you doing? My name is Vizeh, otherwise known as Twat. Welcome to my channel. If you guys are new here, then you may have seen me from some fantastic videos such as playing FIFA 18 or playing FIFA 18 a couple of years later or playing FIFA 18 World Cup game mode. By the way, if you guys have not already, please go and subscribe to the channel. We are on the way to 300,000 subscribers, and this really does help out my ego, like, massively. Like, this is all I have. Well, I do also have a wife and a kid, but this is all I have. Hit that sub button, it does go a long way. And also, please, if you guys can, hit that like, because it gets me excited. You can take that whatever way you see fit. Yo, do you play FIFA 22? Yeah. Is your team bang average? You absolute pathetic piece of... You're saying that to the viewers? No, obviously. Ah, okay. I mean you. Do you face teams like this?
You can't keep getting away with it!
Do you know there's a way to get coins? Why are you shouting at me? Then go to userbuy.com for the cheapest and most reliable place to buy your coins on FIFA 22. Link is down below in the description, and also use code Vizeh at checkout to get a discount. The green screen is back, which I greatly do enjoy these videos. I could just like be myself. You know what I mean? And just be a fucking idiot, really. So I'm going to be doing a Let's Argue video. This is pretty much the same thing, and I'm nabbing it completely off Anthony Fantano, as if you really care. I just think it's a good video series idea because it gets you guys involved. I get you guys asking questions, and I can laugh at you guys. That's really the main point of this. And before you get annoyed, it makes a fucking nice change, as all you guys ever do is just take the piss out of me. I mean, fucking look at me. So I went over to you guys on my Twitter, okay? I am on Twitter way too often that I really should be. My wife does get quite annoyed that I am on Twitter too much, but yeah. So I ask you guys this question: give me your worst transfers of all time. And I got over 600 comments, so I'm going to show like 10 of them. So I do apologise if I miss it. I literally cannot show every comment. Okay, f*** off. Lukaku to Chelsea. Now, all in all, I do agree that this is actually like one of the worst transfers that I've seen, maybe because of the high expectations. But not just that, but also the fact that this has already happened before. Like, they already had him, they let him go, they then brought him back again for 100 million to then let him go again on a loan. The guy went on a £100 million loan deal, plus wages on top of that, which is, God knows, like 250 grand a week minimum. So how much is this really for Chelsea? It is astonishing. 130 plus million spent on a guy which within the first 3-4 months, I think 3 months, does a interview saying how much he cannot wait to leave you. Now, I know he may not be saying that really, but that's pretty much what he's saying, how much he misses his old club. And really, what is Lukaku doing? I remembered doing multiple tweets about you, Lukaku, like so gassed, thinking, yes, this is it. This is the guy to get Golden Boot, the guy to drag Chelsea, the main man of the Premier League has arrived. This is it, okay? He's now matured. He's ready to go. What the fuck? Is it him and his playstyle to the Premier League? Does he just not suit the Premier League? I don't know. My God. You paid how much on a pianist? Literally, like, this is genuinely the best thing that he did for Manchester United. What the fuck has happened here? The wages, the hype, just the confusion. The guy's a fantastic footballer. Like, a fantastic footballer. And he's gone to Man United on an insane amount. And just... I don't know. Was he not arsed? How can a guy not look arsed on that much a week? I guess when you're being paid so much money. But it's not like he's being paid nothing at Arsenal. I just don't get it. The hype, the expectation. I mean, I think this is probably the worst deal for Man United. Not just in terms of like the output, but in terms of how much impact he probably had in terms of wage structure, in terms of how much they were paying him in his return. That probably also had an impact in terms of other players of the club and how much wages they were on. This is just a fucking disaster, man. know what? I kind of like have partial respect for Liverpool fans because it's easy to forget where they've come from. It really easy. Like, fucking hell. I think just that entire like banter, like Saga era of these years is just the best. Like, it's just the best, man. Are you dumb? Fatherless behaviour. Fatherless behaviour, this, man. Neymar to PSG. No one is worth 220 million euros, and he has ultimately not progressed them. You can probably make a solid case in terms of the Neymar to PSG transfer not really working out to everyone's expectations. By no means do I think this is the worst transfer of all time. But you can make a debate saying that Neymar to PSG has been somewhat underwhelming. No Champions League, no real, like, incredible season when he's putting incredible stats. Not even coming close to really having a Ballon d'Or season in all the years that he's been there. And ultimately has only just won, some Coupe de France's and some Ligue 1s, and even failing to do that, against the likes of Lille. And with no Champions League, which is the main reason why they spend the money that they spend, they still can't get that done. So ultimately, Neymar to PSG, it's a lot of money for something that they probably could have got anyway without him. Sponsorship-wise and, marketing-wise, I'm sure that it works out very well for PSG and boosting up the reputation of the club all round. But to be fair, I think we can all agree here that Neymar, we kind of thought would have probably a more explosive career, and probably at this stage of his career, which he's now 30, he would have done better things, bigger things, and I feel like this move kind of stunted that, sadly, from where he was at Barcelona. Nicolas Pepe, not one that gets mentioned often, but 72 million, Arsenal's biggest signing by some distance, when it could have bought Zaha for 5 million more, is forever baffling. Pepe has never delivered beyond one game in a series of months, now doesn't get a look in at Arsenal. This is definitely an interesting case that you don't really hear much about Pepe. In terms of good or for bad, really, he just kind of like exists, and I think a lot of people kind of forget about his price tag, really, because I don't know why people just don't really notice it. I do think there's a good player there, but I do think there's an element of, trying to transition from Liga into Premier League, and maybe be a lot harder in comparison of transitioning from those two leagues that Pepe clearly has struggled. But he does have that quality there. It's just the consistency of the confidence, and I feel like he is very much a form player. Maybe in terms of Arsenal's like history, this could be put down as one of the worst transfers in terms of the value they got back for him. Man, this is just sad. Like, this is just sad. Like, come on. Like, the entire, history of Jack Rodwell's career, it's just sad. And he'll be forever known as a guy which basically just held Sunderland for ransom almost. Like, yes, they offered him a contract. Yes, they did. They gave him the contract, and all Rodwell did was really just, to seek out to continue that contract until it expired, and that's what he did. He barely ever played. He barely could be asked to play. When he did play, he played poorly, just bad. And with how much money that he was on, and the fact that he went down to League One, they could not spend the money that they were spending on him, and he still continued to stay because he wouldn't take a pay cut anywhere else. This is a sample case point 101 of why you shouldn't offer that much money for players who is just fucking bang average and will have no resale value. I think that we could all agree here when we say Jack Rodwell. Oh my god, I forgot about this guy. Right, so you'd have no idea about this guy if you're not a Burnley fan, but the story goes like this, as what it says in the tweet, which is completely true. I am convinced that Burnley Football Club took part in money laundering or something dodgy, because this is just the weirdest thing I've ever seen. Have you heard of a transfer of a player that joined in one window and then leaves on another transfer in the same window? I've never seen this before my entire life, but this happened. This guy, Jelle Vossen, he initially played for Genk in Belgium, and then he went on loan to Middlesbrough, in which he did alright for them, and then we got him as a full-on transfer from Genk. But then he played literally like 3 games in the championship, if that, and then off in the same window for no reason. No one said anything. He just said bye and then went to Club Brugge, who were against direct rivals in the Pro League in Belgium, and we actually made a profit on selling him. Honest to God, this is money laundering. We did something dirty here, because I can't explain it. I've never seen this happen before. We took a player off a team in Belgium and then sold that player to their direct rival in the same window. What the man? Come on, Wilfred Boney. Score some goals for City. We go wild, wild, wild. Wild, wild, wild. So come on, Wilfred Boney. Oh my god, yeah, I forgot about... We could do like an entire video about like purely just Barcelona alone. Like alone on their... Oh my god, I forgot about this. Imagine buying a player for over 100 million, not doing the best, got loaned to Bayern, and then he sent you out in the Champions League in one of the most embarrassing demolishings ever in Champions League history, and he's part of the team and scored twice against you. Imagine how awkward it would be that he has to go back to Barcelona after knocking him out 8 Nah, I think this takes a cake. I think it actually does. So there you go, boys, that's the video. Please do subscribe to the channel. We are on the way to 300,000 subscribers. I did greatly enjoy this, and I may do a video about me ranking Premier League managers for the upcoming season. I'll try and get that done for you guys as well. So if you guys can, drop a like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time for another video. And until I see you next time, stay safe and peace out.